Okay. I don't think I'm ready. I think, this is going to be an absolutely insane video game, one way or another. I've been watching, Cleo playing it, and wow. I mean, it's gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna finish a game this week. I don't know if it's possible to. I've seen people play for like 30 hours, and they still haven't finished a game of this. It's big. It's really, really big. I'm a little nervous, but let's give it a shot, shall we? Let's see. Audio on. Arms up. Oh my. Okay. I've already set up all my settings. I got my, everything on Ultra, totally maxed out. Let's see what we can do. What's a recommended country? Is England not a recommended country here? Interesting. No, I want to see everything, though. I want to see the world. Hello, Ohidetsugu? Is that how you say it? I'm afraid I'm not sure how to pronounce that, sorry. Okay, game is loading a little slow, but I think it's just the first load. Oh my goodness. Oh, yep, definitely a little bit of, definitely a little bit of a hitch as you're, like, going in deep here. It's like, okay, I am running this 4K max settings, so... And I'm streaming at the same time, so... Alright, let's see, what do we got? We got... I know, Potato McWhiskey I saw playing as the Molly. That was really interesting. I saw Cleo Ite playing as Venice right there. I'm thinking maybe England. I'm thinking England might be fun. There's a lot of stuff to do as England. I realize it might be slightly harder than, you know, trying to do a run as Spain. But I really feel like England is what I'm leaning on. Or we go into the Holy Roman Empire, which is like, oh my god. What are we even doing here? The HRE. With, like, everything that's going on here. I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to be kind of away from this mess. Like, what the heck? Like, what did I just... okay, sorry. Any country. I'm gonna do England. I'm thinking England. Just because look at the sheer amount of messiness that's on the map. In England, there are 60 different religions and only one sauce. Is it possible to start as a vassal? A vassal of who? There are probably some vassals around here. I don't know what they are, though. Are you aware of any vassals? Like, anybody that would be a good vassal? Because I don't exactly know what the starting state is. This is the year Leet. The year 1337. Just to be a little silly. Alright, I'm thinking England, though. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of chaos here. We got King Edward III, though. The weird color parts of France are vassals. Okay, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't think... I mean, look at the amount of borders here. This is looking a little bit much. I think I'm leaning English. So they're English, Northumbrian. Cornish. Oh, we have Welsh people around here. Everybody's Catholic. No Lutherans yet. Oh, I could be Normandy? Yes, it's an appenge. France will instantly index them. This might be a bit much. This might be a bit... So, yes, you can play as Normandy, right? Yes. It is possible. You can do it. It looks to be very challenging. This is my first time playing. I did not get any early access. So, the answer is yes, you can. But I am personally... I think I'm just going to do England here. Obviously, England is also going to be having a bit of a fight with France. But... At least you're literally, like, removed via the ocean here, right? It's a little bit easier that way. Okay, Catholic Church. Dynastic ties with France. A royal marriage. And Lancaster, which is right over there. And Ardrul. Okay. We have some subjects. We have Aquitaine. The Pale, that's the Ireland area. Durham, right there. Wales, Chester, Lancaster. And I'm guaranteeing, okay, these people that are part of Scotland. Okay. We get reading now. This is like homework. Okay. The English crown is still reeling from the treacherous rebellion that occurred 10 years prior and resulted in the underhanded assassination of King Edward II. Although the ringleaders were executed, several co-conspirators have been granted mercy in the name of peace, a peace which could easily be shattered at any moment. Meanwhile, King Edward II's surviving heir, King Edward III, that's what we have right now. He's actually pretty good. Has already proven to be a capable young ruler. Yeah, a lot of things are about to go very, very wrong. And is making bold gains on the French throne. A throne which is his birthright as the grandson of a Capet ruler, which is a dynasty. Okay. In the north, the misguided Balliol? I don't even know how to say that. Weakly contends for the Scots crown, while our loyal vassals maintain a tight grip on the governors of Wales, the Pale, and Aquitaine. Okay, so conquered locations need to be integrated. Alright, we gotta do that. We got rebels going on here. Pops want stuff. Everybody's gotta get all their merch. And if they don't have merch, then they're very sad. I understand. We don't have a commander yet. Our heir is underage. That could be really bad. Government reforms. Okay, we can reform these things. We have cabinet actions. We have laws that are not really codified. Got to be careful with that. We can research things. We have rivals. Got no allies. Alright, we should probably fix that. Alright. Oh, and we're broke. Okay. So, income and expenses. Yeah, we are losing money. Gotta manage or leverage the estates. Oh, main menu game rules. Okay, do I need to change something here? Okay, hang on. I can't start the walkthrough without this. Settings. Okay, game rules. Okay, normal difficulty. Missions enabled. Iron Man is disabled. Okay. Do I have the missions back now? Okay, I think I have to restart to get those missions. Hang on. Exit. Menu. Alright, sorry everybody. We're gonna fix this real quick. So now I can say, new game. Give me England. I'm curious. I want to see just how badly things can go. Yeah, the launch performance is definitely slightly janky. How do I pick the rules? Okay, here we go, here we go. Missions enabled. That will block achievement, that's fine. So missions are now enabled. Okay, save that. Now I can click on England. Play as England. I got a cool flag. Alright, now I got the learning walkthrough. Alright, let's make this happen. Welcome. Yep. Alright. WASD. Scroll wheel. Alright, got it. Flag is about to change, though. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure that it is. Okay, game concepts. Alright. Country. Hover your mouse. Then we have a nested one. Great. Not enough flowers on the flag? Yes, I agree. Alright. The game plays out in real time. The leftmost section displays, okay, these are the estates. So this was in EU4. It was actually patched in later. It was not part of the base game, but they definitely added it in later. So we got the lords. The clergy. The burgesses? Okay, the merchant people. And the yeomanry. Okay, these are the peasantry, really, more than anything. Here's the state power. And the crown is me, more or less. Okay, the estates. Every estate holds a percentage of the wealth and power in the country. The lords have a lot right now. State satisfaction you can track on the top bar. The distribution of power between estates will vary from country to country, with some countries having access to unique estates altogether. Resources and statistics in the top bar. Okay. We got money, stability. Okay, I remember this from EU4. Although stability is now like is clearly a much larger number that you can get. We got the population. Oh, that's a lot of people. A lot of people. That's actually a lot of people for the year 1337. That's 3 million people. That's a lot. I'm a relatively legitimate. That goes up to 100, it looks like. Okay, you need to spend ducats for many actions, but the most important resource... Yep, everything goes to 100 now. The most important resource is your population, as they constitute the foundation of your politics, your economy, and your armies. Okay, your stability. Yes, you definitely want to be stable, except for when you don't. Okay. Hints panel. Okay, so this is all the stuff that was over on this little top bar area. They've moved it over to here. Yeah, some from minus 100 to plus 100. Yes, that does make sense. Okay, EU5 is a vast game. Countless different possibilities and playstyles. Alright. Economy panel. We're on the balance tab. Oh, this is where I'm getting stuff. Wow, alright. So, yeah, we can actually spend money on stability, huh? Yep, we can spend money to become more stable. We're paying for certain buildings, which are paid for by the government. We have taxes on all these various people. We don't tax the church. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. And we are actually minting money. But when we do that, we're actually inflating the currency. Amazing. Alright, we're also selling food. And we're getting something from our vassals. Okay. But we're still in the red, unfortunately. Alright. And yep, we're talking about there. The tax base. Top left corner. You see a disclosure of your richest locations. That is where the ducats are being generated in the Kingdom of England. Okay, so yeah, London makes the most money. I guess that some things never change. Then it's a bunch of other places. But mostly London. Yeah, London and some of our coastal zones are usually doing the best here. Yeah, London, coastal zones, areas near London. I mean, nothing is shocking there. Those ducats do not go directly into your treasury. As the government, you only collect a fraction of the tax base by extracting taxes. Alright, estates do not like taxes. Well, I don't think anybody likes taxes, buddy. The minimum tax that you can set for each estate, or sorry, the maximum, you may not be able to tax anybody. Alright, I'm automating all my taxes. Aside from taxes, another is minting. You can freely mint to your heart's content, but minting too much will create inflation. Inflation simply increases all expenses for your country. Yep, inflation bad. The other two most common sources of income are trade and food. We'll cover them later. Okay. Unpause a bit. Okay, we're just gonna go... Oh, it's now 1 hour at a time. Alright. Let a month go by to see the numbers update. People are building stuff. Very cool. My computer is making a loud noise because of the amount that it's using all 16 cores in my CPU. All right. We just got to get to the next month. Cool. 1 month has passed. We've paused the game for you. Okay, now I'm making money, which is great. The estates are contributing their due taxes. Many calculations. All right, expenses. Many actions in the game cost ducats. The very moment you perform them. But even when you're not actively spending them, your balance has to bear the burden of regular monthly expenses. Okay, you can spend ducats on increasing stability and legitimacy. Yep, liquid wealth, currency. Okay, stability and legitimacy. The maintenance cost of your standing armies, navies, and active fortifications can become a significant hindrance, so you might want to turn that down. They made me waste 1 month of war preparation. That's okay. That's okay. I have no expectations for my first ever game. None. Whatsoever. I'm gonna spend some of this money on just getting some extra stability. I mean, I could go all the way up here if I really wanted to. Let's do that. Great. The estates. Gotta go to the government panel. Here you can see the different groups that control the political power, the estates. As the embodiment of the nation, okay, you're represented by the crown. Alright, crown power represents this. Oh, do we already have the Magna Carta? Interesting. Your crown power represents your ability to oppose the particular interests. Higher taxes, state satisfaction, and your support in the parliament. Changing laws. Okay, so you really want crown power, is basically what I'm hearing. You really, really, really want it. Your estates can be powerful when managed correctly. If displeased, can turn quickly. Estates are essential to the business of war, taxes, since you need their levies until you get, like, professional soldiers. If they're disloyal, they might start supporting rebellions and civil war. Estates whose satisfaction is above 50% will provide different bonuses. Okay. Estates can be granted privileges. All right. If you revoke privileges, that makes them really mad. Despite them increasing the power of the estates, and often reducing your crown power, some privileges might align with your interest. Granting a few privileges in times of need. Okay, that's good. Aside from privileges, estates derive their estate power primarily from the social makeup of your population. Okay, London has the most lords, that makes sense. Probably London has the most everything, I'm imagining. No! Most of the clergy are not in London, they're in Norwich. In Lynn, which are over on the coast there. The burghers, definitely in London, though. In the yeomanry, they're everywhere. Okay, your population is divided. Okay, so, yep. Peasants, laborers, and soldiers. The world of Europa Universalis made up different countries. Yep, I understand that. Hi, France. How you doing? Countries are nothing without locations. Yep, cities, towns, rural. I understand. So, yeah. London is hopefully a city. Yep, London is a city. Okay, if I zoom out enough, it'll show me, like... Alright, there we go. Let's take a look at London. Looks nice over there. The most important location for any country is the capital. Has that gold star on it. Control groups. So, alright. Sorry, sneezing. Okay. Control 1. So, City of London, my Navy, and the Catholic Church. Okay, I have those things bookmarked. Yep, that makes sense. Pentagons are city, towns, or squares. Okay. Locations have social classes. As we just saw, pops will increase the estate power of their respective estate. The amount of pops of each social class depends on the buildings. Then peasants will promote to the necessary social class to fill them. Only peasants, apparently. Interesting. Some buildings produce goods which, sold in the market, generate the tax base of the location. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, we have a bunch of stuff here. We got tons and tons of buildings. We got wharves, naval supplies guilds. We got a tannery. We got a spinners guild. We got weaponsmithing, distillers, the potters guild, the tools guild, a lot of breweries. Well, that makes sense. It is London after all. But the breweries are not making money. Oh, here's where all the Victoria stuff starts to happen. Okay. Not all locations have buildings at the beginning of the game, but every location specializes in producing one specific good. So London has wheat. Okay. Resource gathering operations. Very much like buildings, resource gathering operations. Comment from I'm just going to call you Mr. Hi. Decided not to buy this game yet because I'm supposed to be focused on my thesis. So naturally, I'm stalking every streamer playing it. Well, I appreciate you helping me out here. Even though I've played other Paradox games, this is definitely quite a handful. When is your thesis due? I'm curious now. Very much like buildings, resource gathering operations. Sell their goods in the market of the location to generate tax base. Okay, most of the tax base comes from resource gathering. Added profits of a building constitute the tax base. Okay, that makes sense. Then they're collected by the estates. Then I get taxes. Hover over the tax base. So the tax base is... $7.57, which is getting divided among the estates who are making money. Okay. I've played enough Victoria 2 and Victoria 3 to kind of sort of get what's going on here. Control. Yep, the tax base of a location is scaled by the percentage of control. Directly dependent on proximity to your capital. So your capital's always really important. Hi says, I'm already late to delivery. Oh, dear. Okay, well then, yeah, you should work on your thesis. Yes. Yeah, you should get that thing done, please. Yes, that's gonna take a while. Yeah, I never had to do a thesis. Thankfully. Alright. But I've definitely heard stories of people spending a long time on it, so. Alright. The control of a location directly dependent. Okay, that makes sense. So you want to build stuff in your capital. I mean, okay, that makes sense. Map modes. Control tooltip. You'll see the map mode button in the top right of the tooltip. What do you mean by that? Oh, in the location panel. Okay. When you click on it, Change to show the control. Okay, we're at 100 in the capital, and then, oh, yeah. Okay, we don't... Yeah, we don't have a lot of control out over here. Oh, that's a problem. That's going to be a big issue. Control decreases in these faraway lands. Alright, due to control, locations in the periphery will not be nearly as useful. Now let's take a look at the proximity map mode. Oh, I gotta wait for this thing to solidify. Okay. Proximity. How far away they are in practical terms. Proximity spreads further along the plains and the rivers, hampered by mountain ranges and forests. Yeah, they aren't paying me nothing. Alright, we've got to go fix that. Topography and vegetation play a very important role in the calculation of proximity. So does the presence of human-made infrastructure. Like roads or ports. Okay, so I can build roads and ports and then get my stuff connected, right? That's my understanding of what I should be doing here. Okay, so if I want to go out to Winchester, I gotta do some work. Gotta go a little while. It's going over here, down here, through here, and into here. And it's got basically nothing. So yeah, we need roads, ports, that kind of a deal. There are dozens of different map modes in this game. So, yep. Oh, the number of map modes. Okay, let's just go back to political view for now. But let's just go... Oh, okay, it's telling me to go back to terrain. So we have said that you need proximity to have control, but how do you improve your proximity? Yep, roads. Okay, that makes sense. Build a road from London. Okay, this is... Yeah, that's what I said I needed to do, right? So let's just go to... London. Road builder. Okay, so we have a road out to here. It's a gravel road, but, you know, it'll do. If I want to go out to Winchester... Can I do a paved road? No, I need advances to really get the good stuff. Oh, they even have railroads here. Wow, they really brought over some of the Victoria-related things. Click on any neighboring location. Okay, so London. Okay, I'm building a road to Barking now. Bravo, the road is now under construction. It'll take months to finish. Okay, that's a long time for a road, but sure, whatever. Once it finishes, you'll get more proximity and more control. Construction of buildings works very similarly. They cost ducats, require some goods from the market. Takes some time to complete. Okay, so yeah, laying out roads is paramount for everybody. Then you need harbor capacity, maritime presence. All right. The outliner. Yep, we got that. So... All right, let's go to Kingston. Just pin it to the outlier. Nicely done. You will be able to access everything you have pinned on the right side of the screen. Automation panel. Oh, that's a lot of stuff here. All right. Stick to what's been set. So yeah, we'll just say what the building should produce. You can automate a lot, which is nice. Close and open buildings, destroy estate buildings. RGO, there's all kinds of... Okay, you can automate literally everything, which is great. Oh, here's all the alerts. Oh dear, I haven't even unpaused yet. You will not get alerts related to parts of the game you have automated. That makes sense. Most alerts have a related hint. Take a look at the agenda at the beginning of the game, a little bit of historical context. The end of the basic walkthrough. Alright. Well, I like economy. Alright. Economy panel. Markets tab. Oh, there's a lot going on here. List of markets where they're present. Okay, well, I am my own market, which is nice. Part of the London market. And we're also technically in Edinburgh. Okay, each location belongs to a market. Yep, really doing this. I remember this from Victoria 3. Pops need goods to live, constructions need goods to progress, buildings need goods to function, armies need goods to fight. Yep. Alright. All locations are sold every month to the market stockpile, providing them with tack base. All locations try to buy the goods they need from the market. Alright, so supply and demand. Okay, and market access is based on where you are in the market center. Thankfully, I am in my own market center, which is lovely. Markets do transcend country borders. Foreign locations. Alright. Market access. Okay, cool. Well, I'm in a good position markets-wise then. That's not a problem. I got my own market in my capital, and other people have to come and deal in that one. Markets are never completely isolated. The moving of goods between two markets is trade. Well, I didn't really like trade in EU4, so hopefully it's a little better here. Countries can move goods between markets by using their trade capacity, creating a profit or loss in the process. On top of that, burghers living in a market will conduct trade of their own. It's like Vic 3, but markets are dynamic. That's okay. I kind of sort of understand what's going on then. By default, trade is automated in all markets, which means any trade capacity you possess in that market will be automatically used. All right, I'll figure that out later. We also need food. There's local, provincial, and market food. Food is mainly produced by laborers for, like, wheat and stuff. And peasants also get a little bit. Every market has a food stockpile. If a market runs out of food, the population will suffer starvation. That's not good at all. Okay. The production. All right. Goods in a specific market. We can expand resource gathering. We can have buildings to produce raw goods into finished ones. Okay, that makes sense. And we can just import it. About buildings. Okay. All buildings need some input goods to function. Some only produce goods and therefore tax base. Others have different purposes, such as, manpower, regulars, crown power, the control. Buildings have a construction cost. Yep. Missions. Yes, I'm in missions. I realize that. Okay. All right, let's develop a capital economy, shall we? The London market. It's fine. Starvation takes like a month. You can have your population stabbed a lot faster. Oh, I am very sure. Yeah. Okay, now I have a few missions accessible to you. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. So I now have a new mission here. All right. We need to give them some estate privileges then. Okay. What is that going to do? Estate power. All right. We can say they can... Commercial Advisory Council. More trade capacity. What'll really get me to capital economy? All right. We ensure our head of state... Okay, so we have a council. Okay, that makes sense to me. All right, what else do we get? If we want a capital economy, which is good, do guild investments, land of commerce. We can be more innovative and get a capital economy. I mean, that sounds really good to me. Innovative and capital economy, absolutely. All right, the guilds have a portion of their funds toward making improvements. Cool, so we've done that. Cool, so have we done this now? Do we get the missions now? Question mark? My mission. We can do a trade. Oxford. Okay. Now we're gonna go right here. And we can build something, huh? So we're doing a construction now. Can we only do one construction at a time? I think we can... Okay, we're just doing one at a time for now. Alright, well, I have a navy. What do I want them to do right now? Should I get an admiral? Actually, I should probably just pause for a second and be like, okay, what do I need? One per location, but you can queue them. Alright, that's totally fine. Well, I'm getting a lot of roads being built here. Then I'm getting a jeweler here. To get all that stuff together. We are making money still. Okay, conquered locations. All right. Instruct the cabinet to integrate the province. All right, let's go to my cabinet. What's my cabinet? Oh, I need to have a cabinet. All right, I need someone relatively okay at these things. All right, you, Sir Thomas. You look like a very economically minded person. You're not good at anything else, though. You're more diplomatic. Oh, John of Stratford. Lovely. Okay. You're hired. All right, can you... Okay, so that's a military thing, huh? All right, so I need a military person. Someone really good at military. Well, you over here, Miles Stapleton, you're 17. Yeah, you need to go integrate people. All right, and you're my diplomatic-y person. So what can you do? We don't really have a recovery effort. England, yes, we definitely have some stuff over here, too. I am well aware. And I'm sure that everything is going to go horribly wrong right over here, yeah. This reminds me of playing as England in Hearts of Iron 4. Where it's just like, oh god, everything... You just have these little tiny pieces of land everywhere. And everything is going to go terribly. Right now, the lords don't really like me much. And the Yeomanry really don't like me much either. That's probably fine. Okay. We have an underaged heir. Can we give him a nice education? For Prince Edward? Or do we just say, let's just keep him on balance? I mean, yeah, I don't know if that's good or not. So what should I do then? Yeah, not much I can do. We have some unprofitable people. Well, that's fine. All right, we got the Normans. Is there a way to see these rebels somewhere? They're not popping up here. I'm just going to ignore that for now. Pops with needs. Alright, people really need some wild game, huh? Sugar. Fine cloth. People want everything. Wow. All right. We need a solid captain here. For First Navy, we need someone who's good at Navy. Congratulations, you're hired. You seem relatively A-okay. So we need tar, jewelry, fine cloth, and books. Okay. Fruit and paper. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Unhappy estates. Yep. Well, they'll get over it. Okay, well... Diplomatic endeavors. Okay, so you're just improving our diplomatic reputation, huh? Okay, you're just working on that. I'm sure that the estates will get over it. Oh, they're already... So we're rivals with France and Scotland. That makes a lot of sense. Who else? We don't know anything over there, so... I mean, I feel like England and Spain were rivals at some point, right? That makes sense. England, France, and Spain. Okay, all y'all have balanced education. That's fine. Totally fine. Balanced is totally okay. You should be balanced. We can say... Okay, we can't do any of these things. Feudal nobility. We can say that we have trade office network. All your kids? I don't think so. I'll check. I'm pretty sure I don't have that many kids. Alright, we could just go just for more crown power. That's not terrible. Or is there anything we can do to get, like... Alright, yep. Crown power. We've reformed our monarchy, making autocracy a part of what defines it. Yes. The all-powerful English monarch. Okay, so there are some peasants out of here. They don't really like me. That's okay. They don't have to like me. Oh, precious metal distribution. I'm totally fine with having commerce, yeah. Or we can say regulated export. Alright, I'll take regulated export. That's the prudent, moderate choice. We have some diplomats. All right, who should we try to make friends with? Denmark. Okay, how many diplomats do I have? All right, I have enough to do more here. What about Scotland? You can build a spy network over in Scotland. Interesting. Okay, so now we're spying on Scotland. And we gotta research some of this stuff. Who the heck is this thing? Balliol? I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah, it's a country. Yeah, they're like my vassal or something. I've guaranteed them. They're at war. Interesting. With who? Yeah, King Edward de Balliol. Is there like a Wikipedia link or something? I'm sure that this is accurate, right? I'm sure that in the year 1337 there was this group here. Okay, I think we're ready to unpause. I mean, I'm sure that if I go to Wikipedia, right? hang on. Apparently there's a Balliol College. The Balliol Dynasty. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on here in the 1200s and the 1300s. But yeah, they're definitely not very relevant today, but they were back then. This was a separate country. All right, I got the army out here. Working on integration, getting a bunch of construction going. And I'm sure everything's going to go horribly wrong with France at some point, but I'm really trying to focus on just consolidating this area first, really. I mean, look at this mess. I'm sorry, Ireland, but this is just too messy. I've just got to clean this up at some point. Yikes. The King of France has demanded that we return this guy, who's our ruler's third cousin. During his time in the English court, Sire, Robert has argued that the king should be the rightful ruler of France. Well, do we go crazy or do we say no? YOLO. We're going after France. Okay, you can't see everything over here because of where I'm positioned, but all right, we're improving opinions here, doing all this. Yeah, can I tell my army to go back up Aquitaine? Yeah, go to Bordeaux, seriously. Yeah, do it. So you're now moving. And we also have a navy over there. So yeah, we need to prepare for this war. France has given a guarantee to England's subjects. Okay. Well, we got these boats moving out. What's late? What exactly is late? I don't quite understand. I'm just trying to... Because if I'm going to be fighting France, I got to get the army down there, right? Yeah, I do. Alright, I now have the first army here. Can I add to it? Yeah, that is the start of hostilities. So, I've just... Okay, I know these things are unprofitable. What would make them more profitable, though? I don't really know. I'm just trying to hang out over in Aquitaine. Now, how do I see the control again? Okay, you guys are doing fine on food. My prestige, yeah, the nobles don't like me. I'm working on it, okay? I've automated my tax rates. Which means that, yeah, I'm taxing them pretty low because I want them to like me more, is basically what's going on. So my taxes are lower because I've tried to set up this economy here. So how do I... Okay. Up. Hang on. Crown of France. So the French claim this. It really should be me. Yeah. English king claimed the French crown. French rejected this. We are the rightful king of France. Yes. Okay, well, the clergy like me well enough right now. Okay, war is gonna happen soon. So, I gotta figure out, first of all, the research. Yeah, I gotta get some advances here. Can I pick what I'm doing? Is there like... Okay, here's the tree. Okay, clearly I've got some basic stuff on this tree. What do I not have? Okay, they've started me with a decent amount of stuff. Okay, so we're starting with organized religion. Then we're going all the way down there. We don't have meritocracy because it's not actually hit us yet. So feudalism is from... Okay, feudalism comes from the HRE. Legalism comes from Rome. We're all very legal. Meritocracy comes from where the heck? Don't even know where. We don't even know where it comes from. So we don't really have that yet. Then in the Age of Renaissance, we're starting to get these things. We don't have any of those yet. Bunch of reforms can happen during this thing. Okay, we got research progress. Market prices, we're working on organized religion. Okay, I can actually pay money somewhere in Siberia. Okay, well, we're not going there. We don't need to go there. We're doing fine. My goodness, there's a entire disease screen. No, I don't. No missions for you. Can I just give you more, though? Okay, here we go. Yep. We need to get you some... footmen. And apparently that can only happen in London. All right, there we go. We're constructing footmen. Oh, and we need weaponry, leather, and tools. Okay, all right. So that Jeweler's Guild is going to take a while, huh? Okay, I just spent pretty much all of my money on roads. I may regret this, but it'll help me get more control, which will help me get more income, in theory. Alright. Then the lords don't like me at all. I'm working on it. I'm working on it here. Okay, definitely a bunch of guys running around here. We got a lot of people in an alliance right now. So I can declare war on France. But should I declare war on France is the problem. That is a bit of a pickle, is it not? So you guys are just going to move on out to my army, right? I think you are. I think you're just going to go and merge in there. That's my understanding. How do I see that nice control map again? Okay, so yeah, we are getting it out of here. We're getting the control together. These roads take a while, wow. So this claim on France expires in 1342. So we have some time, I think. I hope. So this is actually English territory right here. We can recruit regulars. No levies, because, yeah, then our country has to be facing that. It's weird not having the monarch power, right? There is no power here. Could also get some sailors, but... Okay, we got a lot of stuff happening. Maybe we can go talk to Denmark, perhaps? So now, diplomatically speaking, we're on pretty good terms, yeah. Okay, Denmark, talk to me. Okay, we need some better stuff out of here. Shall we have a royal marriage? With these two people? Okay, we have a royal marriage. Now what? No, I'm not going to claim their throne. Bordeaux is just a vassal? I think. Not sure. Okay, someone's building a spinners. Yeah, it is just a vassal. It's not really my territory versus this area, which is actually my territory over in Abbeville. Well, can I build, like, a castle here or something? That would be real handy. That's what I really need, is like a defensive building. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm just working on economic development here, really. Okay. There's definitely a bit of Crusader Kings in here as well, huh? For building a fort, you need to upgrade it to a town first. Is Abbeville not a town? It has the little... Oh, it's not a town. Okay, I could afford that, but I'm broke. Is the basic answer here. And my estates all hate me because I was really nice to the people here. So I may just have to wait until people like me more. Yes, I've run out of money, and that's not good at all. I could try to inflate things, but inflation is bad, so... Well, do I try to defend this vassal, which is kind of larger, or do I go up over to Abbeville, which is kind of more of a thing? And is it possible to, like... upgrade this to a town? Like, is there a way to do that? Do I know how to upgrade this rural area to a town? Because I don't really know how to do that. Okay, we need 434 for a town, so it's expensive to get a town. That's how you do it. You mouse over that little icon. Hang on, just make sure that the incoming... Okay. Things are fine. Never mind. So I could build a fort here without having it be a town, as far as I can tell, but that needs money. Basically, everything needs money. Yeah, the price is not fixed. I could produce the inputs for it. And I probably will, but first, let me stop spending nearly as much money. Because, I mean, yeah, I'm spending money on stability, first of all. I'm going to bring down my spending on stability, definitely. Because I need to be profitable, first of all, right? If I'm not making money, even at a very slow rate. Okay, now I'm making money at a slow rate. Better than losing money. Oh, wow, you're 100? Yeah, you're just gonna go over there, please. Got a bunch of footmen. And then this army has some hobilars. Oh, these are cavalry. Okay, do I have any archers in this thing? I should probably grab some archers. That would be a good idea. But really, I need levies in order to really make things happen, is my understanding. So my navies are running around here. Queen's Royal Cog. These are transports versus the galleys. Okay, so happiness is doing fine here. The Lord's insurgents are currently doing the worst at the moment. And we're integrating these people here. Where do I see my diplomats? I don't actually know. Scotland ate the guy. Oh! Scotland ate him. Okay, well, yeah, that's about it. No, John of Stratford. Okay, hang on. I need a new member cabinet person, then. We need someone with better diplomatic strength now to do that. Well, Sir John has 70. But he need money to do that. Okay, because we're broke. All right. Well, what other levers can I pull on my economy to really get this thing to work? We want to maintain, you know, army, navy forts. Okay, we're at war. This was going to happen. So yeah, Scotland ate him. That's okay. That's fine. Alright, what's not fine is we need to get over to Abbeville. So we got an army here, but how do we levy right now? Alright, we want the capital. $100 Years' War. Okay, this is a specific event. Alright, we can request war entry, sign a truce. Alright. How do I raise my levies now? Can I start raising them? Yeah, raise those levies, people. Doesn't cost me any money yet. So I'm just raising everybody. So I'm raising levies, right? Alright, yep, everyone's raising them. It's happening. Can we have ship levies? I have no idea. So yeah, Scotland ate them. That's okay, though. So who's on my side? Not a lot of random people. Is Scotland on the side of France? They are not. That's good. That's really good. Yeah, they're just gonna go and grab that. You know what? That's okay. I'm more interested in protecting this area right over here. Because we got incoming. Eesh. Okay, dang it. I lost that. Well, hopefully my army can just get the heck out of Dodge, right? At least that's what I'm aiming for at the moment. Get the army out of here. So my Navy have to actually ferry people, but they will automatically just handle it if given enough time. Okay, can I merge all these armies together? Okay, there we go. Everybody's gonna merge in there. The Lords really do not like me. That's a lot of levies. Oh, dear. Can I just... Is there a button to just get everybody out of here? Because... Oh, dear. Yeah, we're about to have a little Dunkirk over here as we're trying to evacuate from this area. From that massive French army. They're occupying. That's, well, can't really do much about that. All right, I'm working on getting all my levies together. We're getting the army together out of here. Captain Gilbert, you're hired as a general. Giving up on Bordeaux already? That's why Brits have tasteless wine? Yeah, well, I mean, look at all the troops over here. I really cannot do everything at the same time here. I've got to figure out how to do a landing and really, like, get people in there now. Is Normandy part of this at all? They are, so I can just invade Normandy. It's entirely possible. Well, it's going to take me so long for these levies to just get together. That's the big issue here. Alright, well, there goes Averbill. Yeah, that's about what's going to happen. We can raise army levies to fight in our wars. Okay, army levies will gather in all area capitals. Oh god, there's a cyclone. There's weather systems in this game? Yikes. Okay, maybe I can just automate the raw goods, please. Okay, the game's just gonna figure that out for me for now. Okay. Rebels are a bit of an issue. I also need someone in my cabinet who can do something useful out of here. You're pretty good. What can you do? Yeah, there's just a random cyclone around England. Alright. You can just develop a province, I suppose. Cool, he's just working on development here. Alright, this is a nice solid army here. Alright, army, get over here now. We gotta... Yep, we're gonna get over there and take our little slice of land back. That's what really matters here. Yeah, we still have this problem with the insurgent lords. They need pottery, furniture, and sugar. Ugh. Everybody needs everything. Well, I'm at war, so that's where I'm spending most of my money at the moment. Alright, can we, curry favors? I'm still not sure where do I even see my available diplomats. Nothing's really showing up here in terms of the diplomat side. Okay. I'm using that much. Diplomatic capacity is due to this. That's a weird measurement, but okay, sure, whatever. Alright, I think we got all the levies. Oh, there is a raise all button. Lovely. I should have just found that one just to start with over here. Mongolia tried to invade Japan twice. Yes. Yep. Luck. Yep, just, hey, you know, see, it was really stormy. Yeah, it's pretty funny. How do I, you know, do I raise naval levies? Will that help me at all? I don't know if that helps, if anything matters here in terms of that. All right, well, everyone's moving out. We're gonna try to take that area back. Whether it'll work or not, well, who knows? Our naval supplies guilds are not profitable. Maybe if I raised ship levies? No naval levies, okay. And or they're already just raised out of here. Edinburgh is not doing amazingly well here. That's fine. We're getting that Jewelers Guild. Well, the automation is doing a pretty decent job of spending my money in the way that I want it to do. Diplomat's little dove symbol to mid-right-ish. Dove symbol. There's a lot of symbols on this user interface here. Okay, right over here, I guess, is where I see it. You know, let's cancel building the spy network there. We got other stuff to do at the moment. Saints perform miracles. Their actions have shown us the true path. Yes, please like me a little bit more now. that we don't get Lord's Rebellion, please. Okay. I don't care about the Edinburgh market. That's Scotland's problem, not mine. On the top. Oh, that's my diplomat's resource. Okay, I see it now. Sorry, I was blind. You're starving. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Alright, yep, we're just delivering as many reinforcements as we can now. Wish I had more transport. Okay, these people need a bunch of food, huh? Yeah, that is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, we've taken this back now. But they really need food, unfortunately. Okay, ruler takes this army. And this army is just gonna run... Cherbourg. Yeah, go to Cherbourg, people. I might need some more fleets, really. Can I direct food there and trade? I don't know. Yeah, how do I fix this thing? Oh, mercenaries. Oh, hang on. Close all the alien priories. Okay, monasteries under the control of French religious houses. And seize it for the crown. So France gets a spy network anyway. No matter... No, they get less spy network no matter what happens. Alright, the mercenary company is gathered in London. Sorry, yeah, we don't really have that kind of a capacity right now. Alright, well, let's march on France, shall we? That's one way to get our food problems taken care of. Then we march on Cherbourg, which is a very World War II style thing to do. Thankfully, they don't really have, like, naval batteries or anything. Okay. Get the Navy over here. I like the soundtrack, I gotta say. Very orchestral. Oh, crap. Okay, they got... It's really hard to get a foothold over here, though. Really, 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 really hard. You know, I'm starting to see why they don't recommend England as a recommended nation, huh? It's a little tough. All right, we're occupying Cherbourg through Normandy. Let's just try to get that thing covered, yeah. These are all fishing boats, though. What are they gonna do? I mean, they can transport people, at least. Alright, I'm gonna merge them all up, then. We got a big group coming over here, so I need enough transport to actually be able to get myself over there as part of the problem, then. Okay, I can't do the transport right now. Yeah, France has this massive land army that I really cannot. Look at that. That's not good to look at all. That's a bunch of peasants massacring me. Of course, all these levies are just destroying my economy more than anything right now. Alright, so King Edward goes right over here. And yeah, we've really got to figure out what we're going to do with all this stuff. Well, yeah, that proximity is pretty awkward, huh? Yeah, we basically have zero control there. So we get none of the taxes. That's awkward. how much transport capacity do I really have here? 7,350. Okay. So why can't you transport right now, then? Yeah, why can't you just do the transport thing now? That's what you're here for, right? You're here to transport. Why is that suddenly not possible? Is it just broken here? I don't know what's the problem out here. I got ships. I can use them to distribute food, which is great. Yeah, I don't know how to... My transport just stopped when I had this big navy. Okay. Transport using available fleets, please. Yep, that's your military objective. Why aren't you doing it? What's the problem? Okay, I'm gonna look this up here. Okay, select the fleet. Press attach. Move your fleet to a C tile. Then select the army and right-click on the C tile. No, that's for Europa Universalis V. Okay. I'm really trying to figure this out. Because otherwise, we're just going to be stuck here. Okay, so now that you're here, lacks access. Okay, what the heck does that mean? Alright, can I go to my navy, I guess? Go to my navy and stick them right over here. They're apparently transporting manually now. let's march off of here. Sail into this area where they don't have a giant army. They're like, okay, they're walking on water. All right, they've achieved divine powers, apparently. Didn't realize that was a thing. And then once they make it up here, storm the beaches! Storm the beaches! Okay, now then, you can... Alright, that's your mission. Is logistics support now. Okay, then the armies try to go out here. So we're sieging this area. Anglicanism much more justified now. No comment. So are you delivering food to this army now? It's unclear to me. I appear to be losing a lot to just pure attrition. Well, we got a good siege going on here, at least. Is this the same as in EU4, where we just roll a die every so often? Yep, it's the same system. They haven't changed that. Sieges still work in the same way. Okay, so... how can I get you to just do the thing with the food? Because I don't understand how to do that. I really do not get it. I mean, I can increase the speed a little bit. But if I can't get the food over here... my navy has just stopped doing automatic things as best I can tell. Like, what are you doing over here? Okay, you can back up these people, I think. Alright, we have a big army coming in through here, trying to relieve this siege. Now they're all coming in through here. We're having a big old battle, which I win. Okay. Now I can work on this siege. Now they're going to come at me again. Got him again. Okay, so they're gathering up the food here. Go back to delivering said food. Yeah, just start to distribute it out here. I think that's what we want to do. Or do we go for a naval fight? Like, can we see their navy? Can we go for it? Is that a thing we can do? Unclear. Oh dear, we have influenza now. Well, unfortunately, I think that this war, something's wrong with the transports, that they're not doing what I need them to be doing. And that's causing me a lot of issues. This may be a wash. I may pick this up on Saturday again and get a bit of a better thing going on. Can I build a hospital? Is that a thing? I can build a hospital. But I'm really running low on manpower here. I don't have the guys in the places that they need to be at. Caught red-hooved. All living creatures are subject to the laws of man. The law shall be fair for all. Curtail expenditures on animal trials. Yeah, is there a point to giving a trial to an animal? Probably not. Well, I can burn my stability, but I feel like the stability is fine. The law shall continue to be fair for all. Well, they're really trying to hit me still. But I'm not having any of it. That whole influenza thing really sucks, though. Wow, we're really taking hits here. Okay, what if you go right over here? Then you guys get in here. Then you guys get in here. There we go. Now we have reinforcements coming through. Vassal seems to have repelled them. Repelled who? Where? I'm sorry, I wasn't even really paying much attention. Alright, I'm gonna siege down this area. Oh, I now need more cabinet members. Alright, we're gonna get this here. French in Bordeaux? Yeah, kinda. So, if I can enforce the union with France peace treaty, that would be great. And we're actually getting food thanks to the naval supply that I'm trying to do out of here, which is good. That's the goal. We might actually win a siege for once, then. We're still integrating this province. It's going to take many, many, many years to actually get it in there. It's going to take a while. Okay, we're actually starting to get some progress on the siege, too, which is real nice. Now we might actually do it. We're actually getting through here. That's going to be a long siege. Yikes. Can we look at some roads? Figure out the roads, please. Thank you. Roads are good. Roads are money. That's what I'm hearing, is that you spend money to make money. Spend money on roads so that you have control, so that you get taxes. You have 10,000 soldiers. So yeah, I would love to build some buildings, which would give me soldiers, actually. Cool. Now the control over here starts to change. Okay, can I merge these into one big army? Okay. We got war bows, footmen levies, a lot of bows. That's going to be good. Oh, hi says, I'm going to sleep. Good luck. Don't worry, I am heading out soon, too. I think I'm a little bit in over my head being England here. Okay. Increase ties to neighbors. Or we can say, expand officer lists. Okay, if it passes, we gain diplomats. Sponsor a cathedral. Okay, we have Parliament up and running. Alright, well, let's just try to get the controller change to work out of here, then. And then, buildings-wise, what can we do? Oh, also, we still have that mission, right? Burgers in Oxford. Let's go back to Oxford. Okay, what do we actually need? Books? There a library we can get? Now we need more books. How do we get books? Do we need paper? What do we need for that? You get fine cloth. It's probably pretty good. We can work on that. Okay. Alright, I guess we control that now. So now we can go for the attack, right? Get a nice solid hit in, I wonder? Maybe? It's possible. You're telling me there's a chance. Yeah, it's a little buggy right now, but we are working on it. We're really trying. Alright, it's battle time. I have a better commander. And probably better troops, maybe? Kinda, sorta? I think I have better troops out of here. I would personally say that I have better troops. Really getting some levies happening here. Well, it's a bloody battle, but I think I've got it covered. Yeah, a very bloody battle. Basically won on this side. Alright, let's pursue that army and just try to kill it. That's our new goal. Alright, now let's just run over to Cherbourg and try to get that. Excellent. Okay, can I build something in, yeah, Oxford for the burghers to work in? Okay, imminent battle again. More fighting. Hope you're ready for this. Another pretty bloody fight. I probably need to rebalance this army, don't I? Because now we don't really have any support over there. That extra command strength is coming in real handy, though, I gotta say. Yeah, it's really putting up a big fight out of here. Absolute bloodbath. But it might do it. We might get it. No, we're not gonna quite get it. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna have to get out of here now. Yeah, let's just try to get him out of here. Onto the boat, please. I mean, this is pretty much how the 100 Years' War ended, right? England didn't have any continental stuff any longer. And yeah, I don't really have the ability to do that. So, let's just get the Navy back over here then, shall we? Okay. Can address this. Lords. Humanist ideas. Okay, all sorts of stuff that people really want at the moment. So, yeah, I'm afraid we have to give up on this whole thing. We can offer them this. And, you can grab all that, I guess. Yeah, it's real awkward. Alright. Patrol the seas, then. Yep, just do the patrols there. That's your new job. Okay. Disband all levies. Disband all levies. Now it's just down to my professional military. So now we have... yeah, we don't have a lot of manpower at the moment. Okay. Support in Parliament for this issue. My prestige is going down, unfortunately. Alright, you're now patrolling the seas. Right? Yes, you are. Okay, that's naval presence. That's something at least. That's the end of war, but that also means we're pretty much done at the moment, right? Yeah, we also have war exhaustion going on. Prestige is not great. We need to get through... Okay, the Age of Traditions ends in 1342, which is coming right up. Then we also get professional armies. Oh, I can see the institution out here. So almost everybody has feudalism. Everybody's got legalism. Don't even know anybody who has meritocracy. Okay, then yeah. That's about how it's gonna go then. A unique scandal? Alright, I'm happy to lose my support. That's fine. How do I get more employees in that area, though? That's gonna be a little weird. What are the politics mission trees? No, I want to keep my current mission. Okay, we need to... Click on the burgers button, okay. Start the construction of the buildings. In order to get more of them. So, how many of these guys do we have? Alright. So yeah, we need to get a bunch of random stuff to really make that happen. Okay. Continuing to build out the roads. And the proximity as well. That'll help a lot. But Yeah, we need a fair amount of money. The Lord's insurgents are gonna hit if I don't do something here. Well, what'll make them real happy? Banal lordship. Greater power in their domains. What does that do? No, I don't necessarily want to do that. I'm fine with the Pope. Don't have a problem with it. The Pope's fine. Yeah, the naval supplies are just not very popular at the moment. I can keep talking to these people in Denmark, say... Alright, we're now allied with Denmark. Was that all my diplomatic power, or no? Alright, we need more trust. We have a diplomat going over there, though. So, yeah, the diplomatic resource I'm really going to have to get used to. That's a big change. So yeah, giving all those privileges to the burghers caused problems for me. What are the yeomen trying to do? They're trying to build a bridge in Harrow. Do bridges matter here? Okay. Yeah, food's crazy. So a bridge does help a lot, actually. Yeah, let's just build a bridge. Can we also build a bridge in London? Is that a thing we can do? We do have a sergeantry in a castle, so that's where we get the regiments from. Can we get a bridge? Okay, we already have a bridge. That's the thing. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of random buildings to really get this kind of stuff happening. Okay, we need produced good. Okay, we can grab one in, right over here, I guess, yeah. Okay, I've learned a lot during here, but I think on Saturday I'll have a lot more time to do this, and we'll really dive into more here, around here. Oh, and we've got all the advances? My goodness. Well, what can I do now? Yeah, we can keep getting stuff over here, I guess. Because, yes, we do start with all this good stuff. But, yeah, construction speed is going to be real good. Probably one of the most important things. Okay, what else are we doing out of here? We can try to approve their opinion. 2 diplomats, changes this way. Political raw materials. Okay, this is where we're getting raw materials from. Control out of here needs to go up more. The capital similar. Markets, population. Culture is English culture. Yep, pretty much. Hooray, we're all Catholic for now. Diplomacy. Okay, so all these people more or less like me. Tactical-wise, okay, that's your defensive bonuses. Well, that's actually red, so green is... Oh, okay, so red is like, yes, it's actually bigger penalty to the attacker. That's kind of how it goes. All right, interesting, interesting. Wow, there's a lot you can do here, though. Yikes. Well, at least I'm getting along pretty well with Denmark. Yeah, we really need these lords to be in a better spot, though. Changed any big history yet? Yes, not in a good way. 100 Years' War went very poorly. But man, it's only 1340. I've played for almost 3 hours, and I've basically done like 1 year per hour. This is gonna go real slow. At the current rate. I mean, obviously I'm going slowly because I'm trying to figure things out. But no, I'm gonna wrap up quite shortly. I'm just trying to get Oxford to get some more available stuff in it. Because let's see, what do I need? We need books and fine cloth. Can you get a scriptorum together? Can we get that? No, we cannot. Well, we still need more fine cloth, so get another one then. Yeah, it's really interesting how your population really changes based on the buildings that you build, right? So, everybody just has a bunch of peasants. And peasants can become other things. But they need to have slots that they can go into. That's basically how the system works. Alright, for this mission... 1850 burgers in Oxford. So I'm close, but I need one more. I need another one to really make this happen. And yeah, we really need books. I'm working on that scriptorum, though. Okay, we've achieved the task. Now we need to move to a capital economy. Alright. We just have to become a capital economy. That's going to wait until 1341. Where do I see that, though? Alright, I got the English longbows, of course. But yeah. Can I change my court language to Latin? Well, that's interesting. What do the nobles want? Their satisfaction level. They like the court language of French. Okay. Versus the clergy here would prefer to have the court language be Latin. So you really can't make anybody happy, huh? So our weaponsmiths are currently not doing well. Alright, yeah, can we just expand the fruit gathering operations? That's what we need next. And what does a royal forest do exactly? Employs peasants. It just gives you crown power and control. Okay. And it will give you wild game. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That's really cool. It takes weaponry, wine, and horses as inputs, though. Okay, here's this thing. We want the capital economy. So the traditional economy... Okay, so can I get my cabinet to go and do that then? Here's the cabinet tab. So instead of doing this development, what if you work on changing societal values towards a capital economy more focused on earning money from trade in urban locations, whereas the traditional one, yeah, gives you raw materials, population, and food. Well, capital economy sounds quite good, so let's do that, shall we? You're still working on that integration. It's gonna take a while. All right. End of the Scots Civil War. Do we enforce the treaty, or we're like, we don't really care? It's fine. We don't really care. I don't really have the manpower to actually get myself together at the moment. Because I only have a company of 200 soldiers. It's pretty sad. Can I balance these? Alright, and then can I get some archers? Because, I mean, yeah, the longbowmen are really good. Can't afford... Oh, we don't have the manpower for that. So, yeah, we really need a lot of manpower. We got nothing after that big war with France. We have 112 people. That's the army, 112. Alright, I think I've learned a lot here. Really interesting stuff. But we'll pick this up on Saturday. Maybe I'll play as Castile. That does seem like maybe a little bit easier to handle. And we'll figure things out then. Have a good night.